Imagine it's a hot summer day. You open your freezer, grab a tub of ice cream, and take that first cold, creamy bite. It's one of the most popular desserts on Earth. Over 15 billion liters of ice cream are eaten every year. But here's the strange part. Nobody actually knows who invented it. It wasn't created in America. It wasn't invented in Italy. And surprisingly, the first ice cream didn't even contain cream. Its story begins thousands of years ago. With snow carried down mountains, emperors willing to spend fortunes on ice, and one dangerous problem. How do you keep something frozen before refrigerators even existed? Today, we're traveling back over 4,000 years to uncover the incredible story behind one of humanity's favorite desserts. This is How was ice cream invented? Long before freezers existed, people already dreamed about eating something cold. Around 2000 BC, in ancient China, servants climbed nearby mountains during winter to collect snow and ice. The frozen blocks were carefully stored deep underground inside insulated pits. These primitive ice houses could keep ice frozen for months. During the hot summer, Chinese nobles mixed snow with fruit juices and honey. It wasn't ice cream. More like an ancient frozen slush. But it introduced a revolutionary idea: frozen desserts. Meanwhile, thousands of kilometers away, the Persian Empire was doing something even more impressive. Persian engineers built enormous structures called yakshuls. These giant mud brick domes could store ice throughout the entire year, even in the middle of the desert. Imagine living where temperatures reached over 40 degrees Celsius. Yet somehow eating chilled desserts. Inside these structures, people mixed snow with grape syrup, rose water, saffron, and fruits. One famous dessert called faluda still exists today. In fact, it's considered one of the oldest frozen desserts in the world. Ice wasn't just refreshing. It was luxury. Only kings, nobles, and the richest families could afford it. For everyone else, cold desserts were simply impossible. As civilizations expanded, the obsession with frozen treats spread. According to ancient stories, Alexander the Great enjoyed snow flavored with honey and fruit during his military campaigns. Whether every story is true remains debated. But historians agree that snow desserts were symbols of wealth. Then came ancient Rome. Roman Emperor Nero became famous for his extravagant lifestyle. Legend says he ordered runners to climb mountains and collect fresh snow. The snow was carried back as quickly as possible before melting. It was then mixed with honey, fruits, and wine. Imagine dozens of servants racing against the sun, just so one emperor could enjoy a cold snack. Keeping food frozen was incredibly expensive. Every bite literally melted money, because transporting snow across mountains required enormous effort. Ice became one of the most valuable resources of the ancient world. Ask almost anyone where ice cream came from, and they'll probably say Italy. That's because of one famous story. In the late 1200s, explorer Marco Polo returned from Asia after traveling for nearly 24 years. Legend says he brought back recipes for frozen milk desserts. Those recipes supposedly inspired Italian chefs, who eventually invented gelato. It sounds like a perfect story. Except, most historians don't believe it. There is almost no evidence that Marco Polo actually introduced ice cream to Europe. Frozen desserts already existed before his return. However, Italy absolutely transformed them. Italian cooks experimented with milk, cream, sugar, eggs, and natural flavors. Instead of icy snow, they created something smoother, richer, creamier. Something much closer to the ice cream we know today. Whether Marco Polo deserves the credit or not, Italy certainly changed frozen desserts forever. For centuries, ice cream remained incredibly exclusive. Only royalty could afford it. One famous story involves Catherine de' Medici. When she married the future king of France in the 1500s, she reportedly brought Italian chefs with her. Those chefs introduced elegant frozen desserts to the French royal court. Soon, French nobles became obsessed. Ice cream was served at luxurious banquets. Recipes were treated almost like state secrets. Some chefs could lose their jobs if they revealed how these frozen desserts were made. Even England joined the trend. King Charles I supposedly loved ice cream so much that he paid his personal chef to keep the recipe secret forever. Although historians question this story, it perfectly reflects how valuable frozen desserts had become. Imagine keeping ice cream classified information for thousands of years. Making ice cream was painfully difficult. Everything changed in the 1800s. First, people harvested enormous blocks of natural ice from frozen lakes. These blocks were shipped across countries, and even across oceans. Then came mechanical ice making. Suddenly, ice wasn't limited to winter anymore. But another invention completely transformed ice cream. In 1843, American inventor Nancy Johnson patented the hand-cranked ice cream freezer. Instead of spending hours stirring mixtures by hand, families could now make ice cream much faster. Her simple machine became incredibly popular. Factories soon improved the design. Mass production began. For the first time in history, ordinary people, not just kings, could enjoy ice cream. The dessert of emperors became the dessert of everyone. Here's another mystery. Who invented the cone? There isn't one clear answer. Several inventors claimed the idea. But one story became legendary. At the 1904 World's Fair in St. Louis, one ice cream vendor reportedly ran out of bowls. Right next to him, a waffle seller had an idea. He rolled a warm waffle into a cone shape. The ice cream fit perfectly inside. Visitors loved it. Whether this story is completely true or partly myth, the World's Fair made cones incredibly popular. Soon, eating ice cream became easier than ever. No bowls. No spoons. Just grab a cone and walk. Sometimes, the greatest inventions happen by accident. The 20th century changed everything. Refrigerators entered homes. Freezers became common. Factories produced millions of liters every year. New inventions appeared almost constantly. Chocolate-coated ice cream bars. Soft serve. Ice cream sandwiches. Gelato. Frozen yogurt. Hundreds of flavors. Today, you can find everything from vanilla and chocolate to garlic, cheese, wasabi, even squid ink ice cream. Every country has created its own unique version. What once belonged only to emperors now belongs to everyone. The next time you enjoy a scoop of ice cream, remember, you're tasting thousands of years of human history. A journey that began with snow carried down mountains, passed through ancient empires, royal palaces, industrial factories, and finally, into your freezer. One simple dessert thousands of years of innovation. So here's a question for you. If you could travel back in time and offer one flavor of modern ice cream to an ancient emperor, which flavor would you choose? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for another journey into the fascinating history behind the everyday things we often take for granted. Thanks for watching.